It started off when I was 14, and 3 years later, I am here to tell you about it. Do you think I want to be this way? Do you think I like waking up in the middle of the night, shaking and wanting to vomit? It wasn't always like this. It started off innocently. I was stressed out at school, fighting with my parents, and I just needed to escape. All of my friends smoked pot, drank, and from time to time snorted a pill or two. So I decided I would give it a try. After all, it was a prescription drug. How bad could it be? It was easy to find, and the first time I did it was at a party. Kids crushed up the 12-hour time-release pill and snort them. So they get hit with all of it at once. Pot made me feel weirded out, but Oxy just made me feel good, warm, and relaxed. It came from doing a pill here and there to doing them all the time. I realized that if I didn't get a pill every day or two, I would start to feel sick. You feel like you're going to die, just laying there in bed, sweat pouring out of you, shaking, and then 5 minutes later, I was freezing or throwing up. At first, it was easy to score pills. My friends could steal them from their parents or get them from other kids at school. I knew at least 10 kids who had them at all times and would sell them for like $50 a pill. If I couldn't score some from a friend, I wouldn't go to school that day, or I would lay in my bed and cry, shaking from the cravings. I just needed to crush a pill so bad. To pay for my habit, I sold my guitar I got for Christmas and started to cash in savings bonds I got as a child. I stole so much money from my parents, $5,000 in 2 months. I would take their ATM card, cash. I even pawned my dad's wedding ring that I found on his dresser one morning. It got to the point where I knew I needed to stop, but I couldn't. I tried to, but my body couldn't handle the pain. Looking back, I never realized that it would be so addictive. It was a prescription drug, and everyone, from the jocks to the wicked smart kids, were trying it. The road to recovery has not been easy. This is actually my 3rd time in here. Sitting in rehab, I realize how lucky I am. At least half of the kids in here have lost a best friend to overdosing, and everyone can't stop thinking about Heath Ledger. Heath did what so many kids have done, mixed Oxy with other drugs, or even just alcohol. I didn't realize how lethal that could be until I heard these stories. It was so easy to overdose because Oxy isn't meant to be inhaled or mixed. The brain damage that some kids have gotten is just so sad. I feel lucky because, unlike so many addicts, I never switched over to heroin. But people needed an affordable alternative, and soon they began snorting and injecting heroin at $4 a dose. Either feel sick or take the heroin. I probably would have chosen the heroin. Luckily for me, I am getting help. While treatment is available, it isn't easy for me or for my family. I do feel guilty about the pain I have caused my family, from the stealing and the lying to the cost of keeping me here. My counselor has told me that relapsing is normal, and I have started to accept that. I know it will be a while before I'm finally free of this addiction. It's been 3 months since I have been clean, and I want to keep it that way. I'm not going to sit here and say I am the poster child for getting better. I feel productive and happy now. I miss my old life where I didn't feel nauseous and sick all the time. I have other outlets for dealing with stress, not through snorting, which has been the death of me. If some of your friends are snorting pills, please share my story with them. I never bargained for this to come this far, and while it seems harmless, just look at me. I'm starting to get my life on track. I deserve a second chance, and I deserve to be happy. I'm the owner of my destiny, and abusing prescription pills is not how I want to spend the rest of my life. Choosing to get help was one of the best things I've done in a long time. Helping someone else who hears my story, what is that they say, could be priceless.